you're leading the pack, that's P1. And we're in front of Norris, Leclerc and Russell. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:22.8. We don't currently have the data for that request.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Daniel, Leclerc and Lando Norris. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. It's time then for one final race in this year's Formula One World Championship. 2010 saw 4 drivers in contention for the title coming into this race, with Sebastian Vettel prevailing to become the youngest world champion to date. Is there one last sting in the tail awaiting us today? Well, it's time to find out. Here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 16 corners here at Yas Marina Circuit, 7 to the right and 9 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.28 miles. 2 long straights and overtaking opportunities throughout the lap. And we expect average speeds of around 123 miles per hour. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Daniel lines up on pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Russell, Théo Pourchaire, Tsunoda, Albon, Iwasa, Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, Novalak, Drugovich, Ocon, Richard Verschoor, Liam Lawson, Joe, Yuri Vips, Sargent, Stroll, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson will be sharing his insight alongside me once again today. What should we be looking out for, Ant? Let's talk about Daniel.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? A couple of favourites for the win then, but who comes out on top doesn't really matter as long as they give us an entertaining show en route to the checkered flag. And we want to see fair fighting, of course, out there on the track. Let's hope the stewards don't have to get involved too much today.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
This season has put our drivers through their safety. Each of the 21 circuits offers its own unique challenge. This year's calendar features
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Come on, you can win that place back. Okay, red flag, mate, red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane. There's a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to. It's good to get back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go. Okay, clear. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.8 seconds. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. First position, front of the pack. Leclerc is behind you. Our gap behind is 18.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Thanks so much. Another year of Formula One draws to a close, and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Talk to me, Out. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. And this also means there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Daniel.
Let's move on to the constructors. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.